Yes, my people, hope you're good, man. I done a post yesterday. Um, 7 years I've been out of prison. 7 years, man. 7 years. Yesterday, I walked out the gates of ISIS prison. Now, like, the fact that I even stayed out, because sometimes when you're stuck in a cycle, remember, like, from 10 years, like, I spent 9 years, 9 months of my life in prison. So from 2007, I only spent 14 months out and then came out 2018. So I only spent 14 months out of that in that time. And it was a cycle. One sentence, big sentence, come out 9 months, next sentence, come out 5 months, then 11 years. And it's like getting out of that cycle and understanding, like, listen, DCAT, working at Timpson's changed my life. It changed my life. I don't even want to talk about that anyway. But I'm just saying, like, if someone said, in 7 years you'll be in the position that you are here now, I just laugh at them. So it just goes to show, like, guys, like, if you're watching this, like, don't ever put an age on this. Because I started at 28, like, and at 28, from 28 to the beginning of this year, I was helping people. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I built up a personal brand from helping people. So I just want you to know, like, there's no age you can go and get it. But I didn't even want to talk about that topic, really. But I might as well just speak about that topic and then tomorrow talk about one of the main topics that I wanted to speak about. I wanted to talk about the Philly topic, young Philly. But I'll talk about it tomorrow. Might as well talk about it today. Because I remember being in open jail. When I was in open jail, I was on a visit, 5-day home leave, going to visit my brethren Corsa, going to ISIS, going in the visit, going to walk out. I only had 6 weeks left. Them saying, "Raw, boom, you can't even leave the visit. Ooh, you're in prison. Like, you shouldn't even be visiting a prisoner." Like, held me, bam, having a madness with all the officers, me and the man them, like, because I wanted to give my chain and watch, And then I gave my chain away, and I had my watch in jail, and I had to just do the 6 weeks in ISIS. That jail was a shithole, man. Like, the way how they used to operate, like, move. One of them, they tried to twist me up one time. It didn't work, but yeah, man. I just had to just get on with it. Do you know what I mean? I had to deal with it. But it's been a journey, man. Even before that, when I'm in open jail doing event management, coming out, and I didn't look back. Listen, a lot of my brethren, they're on the streets. They do their thing. They make money from the streets. And there was so much times that I could have gone back to the streets, and I was just like, nah, man. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm figuring it out. Like I'm figuring it out this way. Like, I'm figuring it out the legit way. And I swear to you, like, back then, no one wasn't clued up that back then was like, build your personal brand. And that back then, it was like, when I touched road, it was like, okay, personal brand, documentary, dig that. You get me? Studio, want to be involved in the music world. The man them doing amazing. And I just carried on. I carried on. Man's not media trained. There was no media trained. So it's like understanding the internet. Coming out, I didn't know about internet, Instagram, or any of that. So just understanding the internet and just keep on going. And then thinking outside the box, man. Thinking outside the box, being creative. Seeing it, does that work? That don't work. Investing my money. Investing my money to open doors for me. That was it. Like, there was no handouts. You know what I mean? In order for things to make sense, I had to deliver. You get me? Air Force, 100,000 views every single day for 4 months. In order for man to get a feature, a remix with K-Trap, Curtin Conan, man had to deliver for it to make sense, for that track to be warm, for there to be a remix. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If you were, it's so mad. Like, if you're not popping or whatnot, or yeah, you could do a tune with someone, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna connect. always about timing, isn't it? But it's just, then documentary, Little Man, Wicked and Bad, Trials and Tribulations, Partings with Dig That, Partings with Little Man. Having to sacrifice myself to build up a boxing platform. Influencer boxing wasn't a thing then. It wasn't as cool. No one didn't really want to use it. Having to hit up everyone. Then influencer boxing comes in. Then Misfits, whatnot. Energy drink now. These people are doing energy drinks. There's all these drinks and there's waters and amazing. But it's the vision, innit? You just have to keep on going. And in that 7 years that I've been out, I've done a lot. You get me? The Come Up mixtape. The Come Up documentaries 1 and 2. Hardy Capio, Quengface, A9, Francesca, One Burner. The list goes on. Do you know what I mean? The list goes on. There's many things that we done. There's many things that we tested and it didn't work. It's just how it is. But it just shows you can't give up. Do you know what I mean? It shows you can't give up. And I always say, oh yeah, boom. I've never been at my full potential. Because I have never just focused on me. And I'm saying this year I'm focusing on me. So it's going to take me 2-3 years to get to my full potential. Maybe longer. Because if you look at everyone else, they've been doing things for like 5, 6, 7 years. But obviously I have fast track systems, softwares, you get me? And I actually understand what I need to do. But yeah, man, like supporters, you guys, bruv. If it wasn't for you guys, yeah, I would never even be able to have a platform to speak. How about that? That's the power of you guys. And in my head, I was thinking, raw, like someone asked in the comments, like, what do you call the culture? Bro, I call culture UK culture. People that come from council estates. That is my culture. That is culture. White, black, Asian, Chinese. That is culture. That is UK culture. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we got to understand. And if it wasn't for you guys, man wouldn't be even having a platform where 200 people, or I dropped one video, this one's got 7K views in a day, this one, like, I wouldn't have that. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have audience. So it's like, it's important that when you come on man's platform, listen, I'm going to share my opinions. You get me? But I'm not going to really do the controversial or the dark stuff. I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to put people down. I'm just going to share my opinions and look at it like, this person went wrong here. Get me? They need to work on it here and here, because man is not perfect. Man's gone wrong many places, and you guys have still been able to be like, you know what? Nah, man, my man's cool, or I support him. I followed his journey. So it's very important that you're watching it, and the people, you know, it's a lot of people, like, I saw another comment a couple of days ago, yesterday. Man's giving out food for Ramadan last year. The amount of hate that I got for giving out food for Ramadan, you would think, wow, like, man, like, you don't even know the charity that man gives behind the scenes. But I live in Dubai, so I'm giving out food in Dubai. If I lived in Africa or anywhere, Jamaica, I would be doing the same thing. Do you know what I mean? But the amount of hate, it made me realize it's just the internet. No one don't really care. People just want to say things. You get it? So, but someone messaged under that post a year later saying, I think, what was the message? It was something like, Bounce is not very knowledgeable when it comes to Islam. That's why he shouldn't follow friends. I was like, wow, like, during Ramadan, you know, like, and it's like, cool, you may be true. Then teach me or message me or advise me. Do you know what I mean? Advise your brothers behind closed doors, bro. Don't try to embarrass your brothers. I left the comment up there because I was just like, it just goes to show, innit? Like, it goes to show. We meant to be representing Islam. So we meant to be setting a good example for people that don't follow Islam to look into Islam. When you get messages like that, it makes people look at it and be like, I don't want to get involved in that way. They're just going to bash me in the comments. Bro, like, everyone's a sinner. So, I don't know if you're watching this, my brother. You're probably not. But everyone's a sinner, and just kind of understand that, bro. We're not perfect. You get me? So teach me. You get me? Because I'm a student to the game. I'm a student. You get me? I'm a student. But yeah, man, just to say a big thank you to you lot, man. 7 years in, this year, focusing on me, and get me, last month, January and February, we brought over for 8 people I brought over to Dubai. You get me? Spending my own money. And it's not a thing, it's not a flex. But sometimes we all give charities in other places. You get me? Do things with water wells, etc. And sometimes you give charity at home. I call that giving charity at home. Trying to make our younger generation see the bigger picture and look at things and get a head start in life. Something that we didn't have. And there'll be many more opportunities that man give. That's just in man's blood. Mr. Beast said, he said, if you start helping people, people will stop liking you. He said that when he done his last thing. You start helping people. If you want to be not liked, start helping people. So I know my purpose, innit? I know my purpose, but I know that I'm loved and I know that I'm liked. And I know that sometimes that 2% of the hate that you feels overpowered by the people that support you, because sometimes the people that support you, they don't voice it, but they support you. You get me? They support you. They're watching. They're supporting from a distance. I've done a post about tanks, and the amount of people in the comments were supporting tanks and me, and I was like, raw, like they watch both of man's channels, and I appreciate that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I appreciate that. So yeah, man. Also, my people, like, big love. I've been receiving messages from you guys saying, "Oh, boom." I think there was 2 videos before. There was no link of like donating £1 a day or £1 or £30. And people was like, oh, I want to donate. Where's the link? There was no link in this one. So I want to make sure the link's in this one. But thank you already for that, because that's like to do with Gambia and places, and they're building water wells and whatnot. But in life, it's like, do you know what ideal for me in many years, not many years, years to come, is going to travel the world and doing lots of charity and having that big charity organization. And not like one of them charities that, because there's a lot of charities that they take a lot of money, and look what Sam Walker said, the Scouse. I know if you lot educate me, if you lot know his story. And he was in, where was he in? Sierra Leone, or he was somewhere in Africa or somewhere. And he was saying, like, basically the government's corrupted. They're stealing all the money. They hated that. So yeah, man. But the only thing you can do is have good intentions and serve a purpose. Like, serve a purpose of good. Do you know what I mean? Like, no matter how people perceive you, or no matter how bad people do you, don't make that turn you into being evil. Everything is based in your heart and intentions, you get me? So yeah, man, thank you for listening, man, and you lot have a blessed weekend.